I started. Hello, hello. Good morning or afternoon, wherever you may be. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you for joining us today. It's great to see you again. Well, you can see me, I can't see you. Hello. And welcome to another episode of Success Scopes with Carol R. Owens, Chairwoman and CEO of Infinity Coaching Incorporated. I am excited to be here. I haven't been able to be on Periscope for a couple of weeks, but I want to say thank you to those who continue to follow me despite the little absence in between here. I had some things I had to do which kind of kept me off of Periscope for a while, but thank you for continuing to support me and be here, and we are back. So again, my name is Carolyn Owens, and I'm the chairwoman and CEO of Infinity Coaching Incorporated, where we help you up-level your skills so you can up-level your income. And our scopes are about helping you, move forward, get focused throughout the week. They last typically no more than 15 minutes, and we're here typically every Mondays at 2 p.m. Eastern. And we come back on Fridays with what we call Follow-Up Friday, which is just a 10-minute kind of wrap-up of the week to see, how did you implement the tips and strategies that we talked about? If you have any questions, ideas, and just kind of send you off on the weekend, just really focusing on that fabulous week that we've had and the different strategies and tips that we've talked about. And so we keep them short, 10, 15 minutes, because all the overwhelm that comes into our life on a daily basis, where we have so much information coming in. I know how full my inbox is here all the time, and it's just message after message after message. So we just give you that short boost of motivation and focus, as I said, to help you move forward throughout the week. And so you also get to learn more about me and then my business, Infinity Coaching. And so with that said, since I haven't been here for a couple weeks, one thing I did do recently was celebrate my birthday. Yay! So I was blessed and honored to receive over 400 birthday wishes between private messages, emails, Facebook, LinkedIn. And one of the things that I really noticed was the diversity of all the people I'm connected with, from all the way across in the UK to Nigeria to across the United States, the different cultural, ethnic, gender backgrounds. And with everything that's going on right now in our country and in the world, that's what really made me feel good, that to be connected with such a diverse group of people, that really kind of honored me. It made me think, wow, if all of these people could meet and be connected, how awesome that would be. But that was one of the best things about the day. But yesterday was one of my favorite people out there who follows me here, supports me on the different things I do. It was her birthday, and that is my sister Cynthia. She's typically here watching the scopes with us, and I just wanted to kind of wish her a happy birthday again. I hope she had a fabulous, wonderful day. So happy birthday, Cynthia. She's known on Twitter as Cindy OM, and thank you so much for all your support. So our last scopes, we were talking about our morning routine, goal setting, and how important it is that morning routine is to help with the course of your day, the flow of your day. But there was one thing that we focused on that we didn't talk about much that I said I would get back to, that kind of stood out amongst all the feedback I received, especially with women. That one small thing that we took a look at, how it could impact our day, our relationships, our communication, but we were taking it for granted. So as you know, I always focus on an affirmation of the week that focuses on our topic that we're going to be discussing. And this week's affirmation is, I'm going to get it right, I feel radiant, full of abundant energy and health. So I feel radiant, full of abundant energy and health. So we have this very fast-paced, busy world that we're living in. And so many of us don't take time to slow down, to relax and refresh. And if you don't do that, you become overwhelmed. You lose focus, you're not as productive, and we just, as I said, we have everything coming at us, and we keep going in that mode. It affects our relationships, how we interact with people, our businesses, our careers, just become overwhelmed. And some people even end up in states of depression by everything that it's just too much. So taking that time to relax, to unwind, is very important. And one of the things we need to look at is something small. As I said, we take it for granted, but it's sleep. That was the biggest thing I got feedback on, was that there's so many people who aren't getting enough sleep. And so it contradicts what we see and what we think about as entrepreneurs, because we're told about the hustle, the grind, work nonstop. I'll sleep when I'm dead. The concept of needing sleep and getting sleep is like, don't do it. If you don't, then you're not successful. It's like that. It's just that badge of honor. I don't need to sleep. But we don't think about the long-term impact that it's doing on us, socially, how we engage with others, our body, all those different things. And the amount of sleep that one person needs, that another person needs, thank you for sharing, Rebecca, it's different. It varies from person to person. And you have to learn and understand what fits you, what works best for you. But there's so many benefits of getting the appropriate amount of sleep. As I said, it's going to increase your productivity. It's going to impact your relationships, how you're doing business with people. So one of the things I said we're going to talk about is, how can we get more sleep? How's it really impacting us? So over the next few scopes that we're going to do, our Monday scopes at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going to talk about signs of sleep deprivation. We're going to talk about the impact, and we're going to talk about tips and strategies, things that we can do to start getting more sleep. And see, I know this is something I need as well. I have issues with insomnia, not going to sleep. And the other day, I stayed up till 5 in the morning before I actually laid down for a couple of hours and then got right back up. But I know how it's impacting me, my business, my motivation. And so I share that with you to know, hey, I'm going through the same thing. So walking through this not only helps you, but it's helping me too. So talking about the signs and why do we focus on some of the signs? Because so many of us are in denial that, yeah, I can survive off of 3 hours of sleep. I can survive off of 4 hours of sleep. But how's it showing up for you? So I just want to, take the next couple scopes and kind of highlight some of the signs and see if this is happening for you. So one would be, are you always hungry? Because if your brain's not getting the energy it needs from sleep, it's going to try to get it elsewhere, and often that's from food. Because you'll have your increased cravings. You'll want to eat more because you're not getting enough sleep. And there's a doctor, he's in Charlottesville, Virginia, Charles Winter, who really studies this a lot. He has I believe a sleep medicine center in Virginia, and that's one of the things he really highlights is the impact of not getting enough sleep and how it really increases your hunger, increases that appetite. So, and with that increased appetite, something else that's going to come that you're wondering, where did I get those extra few pounds, is weight gain. It'll show up and you're thinking, well, I'm exercising, I'm doing different things, but you're not getting enough sleep, that metabolism and how it's functioning. So you'll see some extra pounds showing up. So you see that increase in you get the increase in appetite, and you get that weight gain because you're possibly not getting enough sleep and how it's impacting your metabolism. So the third thing is to consider is, are you acting impulsively? And this is where you tend to do things, you're exhausted, so you tend to do a lot of things that you wouldn't possibly normally do. For example, saying yes to things that you would typically say no to, where in your what's the word, your resistance, or your where you've been doing great, not eating the candy bars, not eating the chocolate, but then that resistance level is down, candy bar right now. So, and now you hear my dogs barking in the background. I have two little Yorkie Shans, and so they're in there playing right now. Another reason would be, again, talking about active impulsively, your temper is not, as controlled as it would be. So especially if you're married or you have children, you may tend to kind of lash out or respond to them, much faster or in a more negative way than you normally would, because you're exhausted, and that's how it's showing up for you. Fourth way would be memory loss. Okay, and this is one of the things that would show up for me. And it's as simple as, you forget where you left your keys or your glasses, or you would just kind of, because when you're putting it down, you're unconsciously just kind of sitting it down, and your memory is not there to think, well, where did I actually sit it? And so I have a set place where I have a basket that I'll put my keys in, so I'll know exactly where they are. But those small things, when you think about, it's not that you're having tremendous issues with your brain, that something's going wrong, that you're having this extreme memory loss. It really could be a sign of sleep deprivation, that you're having these little small things that you forget. So think about that. Don't panic. But really start to think about, is it because I'm not getting enough sleep? And the fifth thing that I'll mention this week is klutz. Have your sensory, your awareness about, simply walking down a flight of steps, or you're tripping over your own feet. And it's not that you're, this clumsy individual. It's just that you're a little off because you're not getting enough sleep. So you're starting to trip over your own feet, or you'll miss that step that it's there. But little things like that, where you see yourself kind of just dropping things, or just being a little bit of a klutz. And those are 5 simple things that you can kind of start looking at this week and say, are these signs showing up in my life? Are there memory loss, klutz, the extra few pounds, that weight gain, acting impulsively, and what was the first one? The increased appetite. That's right. And your increased appetite, is that showing up for you? And there's many other signs, and we'll kind of go over a few more next week, but that just gives you 5 of the key things to consider and start spending time throughout this week looking at. And throughout the week in our Infinity Coaching Community group that's on Facebook, we continue to carry on the conversation, and we talk about the topics of the week, and we get into more deeper discussions about how it's impacting us. So I invite you to join us there. You can go to www.infinitycoaching.net/community, and you can find us there, and we invite you to join us. We're having a lot of fun there. And you also can find out, if you want more details about what happens in the group, you can go to www.infinitycoaching.net/free-community. And you can also just get there from the website when you'll see join us. And definitely consider joining us there to keep the conversation going, to find other motivational ways to keep you focused and moving forward towards your goals throughout the week. The affirmation that we talked about earlier will be posted. Thank you, Rebecca. Rebecca is in the group, and so she's one of our favorite people there. She has been following me on Periscope for a while, and she's also active in the group and meeting a lot of great people, and I'm thankful for Rebecca and having met her. You can find me on Instagram at Carolyn R. Owens, and you'll always see the affirmation of the week posted there. I'll post it after I finish here with the scope. And you'll also find me on social media. You found me on Twitter and Periscope at Carol R. Owens, and see me on Facebook, all over social media. But if you have any questions, you want to discuss anything further, you can email me at cowens@infinitycoaching.net. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to the scope. I appreciate you, and we will be back here this Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern for our follow-up Friday. But until then, here's to your success. See ya.